Ahoy guys, ahoy, welcome back to this channel. Thank you guys for those that have subscribed, and thank you guys for the comments that you were sending. I really appreciate and I value your comments, and those that have been watching the videos. Thank you so much. The journey continue, guys. Let's just enjoy the music and learn about the artists that are underrated and those that are maybe somehow not known. Today it gives me a pleasure to speak about one of our own alto saxophonist that has lived also. And little is known about this legend, um, and he was a very private guy also. And the sources where we get information, where I've been researching, it's not really clear whether the giant was a South African or a Swaziland. Was he from Swaziland also? But I believe he was a South African. Um, I'm speaking about this humble saxophonist, Mr. Joe Malinga. His full name is Joseph Malinga, and this is his debut album called Mandala, uh, dedicating it also to uh, the children that were killed in South Africa in 1976, that were the students that were killed in 1976 riots here in South Africa. That's why it says Tears for the Children of Soweto. This album was released, is his debut album that was released in 1980 in Switzerland. All the tracks that are here are his own compositions from side A to side A and B. All are his compositions, beautiful, beautiful compositions in this album. He features Europeans and an American here with the likes of Clifford Thornton on valve trombone, African percussions, and Jürgen Seefelder on tenor saxophone, Runo Eriksson on bass trombone, Walter Gauchel on tenor saxophone, Johnny Manhattan Taylor on piano, Mike Wilford on bass, and Brunik van Alten on drums. Um this album is one beautiful album that's got South African flair of music with a bit of improvised European style. Um, Little is known about this chap, Mr. Joe Malinga. uh, when you do your research, you find bits and pieces here and there. But according to the source that I went through to research a bit about Mr. Malinga, I believe he was born in 1949, but it's not clear whether, because the other source says he was born in South Africa in a province called Mpumalanga, but the other source says he was born in Swaziland. So I'm not really clear as to say where exactly he was born, but I believe he was born in South Africa because he came back from exile after 27 years, and he came and resided in South Africa. Uh, he went to a province called Limpopo, somewhere in South Africa, to resume his duties as a lecturer in the university. It's called the University of Venda. Um, uh, when he came, we didn't hear anywhere where he picked up his alto saxophone and maybe being featured in a gig or so. Um, he's never been featured in a festival or a gig or a show. uh, he just came here and commenced with his lecturing activities until he met his ultimate death last year, 2024 in May. So, like I say, he was a very private artist. This one, a brilliant artist, but his discography is very limited. I believe in his name, he's got about 6 or 7 albums that I know of from my side. I only own about four of his albums, three on vinyls and one on CD. A beautiful gatefolded album, this one with nice pictures in between with his European force that is playing with him. I would really recommend this album for yourself. It's just unfortunate that most of his albums he recorded them in in Switzerland, and they're very rare here in South Africa. When you look for his albums, you need to go through these cogs. That's where you can source his albums, even though his albums are very rare also and very pricey. Also, on the other hand, it's very sad that our famous artist recorded abroad and the music was not brought back to us home to enjoy. It's very sad. We hope that some of the records will be reissued like others, and then people will enjoy. People will we will enjoy the music that was hidden away from us in future. And this one was recorded after the debut album that I just showed you. This one was released in 1981, and here he actually dedicated this whole album to Dudu Pukwana, his African brother in arms in terms of music. Both were revolutionaries that went in exile to fight for freedom through music. So this album is dedicated to Dudu, and it was released also in Switzerland in 1981. Uh, Joe Malinga was in between Europe. I've never heard of a source that he was maybe in America doing a gig or so. That will be something that I'll have to find out, but I've never heard. Most of the albums he recorded them in Europe. He was in and around Zurich and Switzerland, Holland and Austria in between. This one has got a beautiful quintet also with also with Rene Whitmer on tenor saxophone, Johnny Taylor on piano, and Ham, Hemi Hameli on bass, and Churchill Jolobe on drums. Another beautiful drummer, Churchill Jolobe, wherever he is, he's. I also I will not even want to listen. I just buy. I know I'm gonna get beautiful music from where Churchill Jolube is featured. Here, this album has got 3 tracks. On side one is actually um, dedicating a track here to one of our own that lived also in the 60s called Kipi Mweke. It's a very beautiful saxophonist, alto saxophonist Kipi Mweke, who used to play with the likes of Dollar Brand and stuff, and other musicians. He's dedicating a side one track of 20 minutes to Keep Him Weketi, the track called Keep It. And on side two, it's Imbali, and another one is Zadibana. Beautiful tracks all around. Joe Malinga's compositions are beautiful. He doesn't forget where he's coming from. He's got his South African flair with European improvisation, like I said, in between. So he's got the beautiful music all around. I would really recommend also for you guys to go and see if you can find this one. Even though I said they are very rare. And the second last one that I have that he released in 1983. This one's called Sandile, a beautiful, beautiful album also, with his Southern Africa force. I'm not sure why is he calling this group Southern African Force, because they are European, or maybe because they are playing the South African flair of music. That's why he's calling them Southern African Force. Here also he features Rene Wiltmer on tenor and baritone saxophone, Jagen Seefelder on tenor saxophone, uh, what is called Jupp Madsen on trombone, Johnny Taylor on piano, Esiet Okun Esiet on bass, and Don Manford on drums. This one was recorded in 1983 in recording studios in Switzerland. Uh, Beautiful also album. This one, all the tracks here are composed by him. Beautiful, beautiful album all round. I'll review it some other time in future. Like I said, I just want the music to speak for itself. And thank you guys for subscribing in this channel. I really appreciate it. And those that are viewing the videos, thank you so much. And the comments that I received, they are very humble. We are growing bit by bit. Thank you so much, guys. Share the videos in future. I'm still learning how to put links of tracks that I'm speaking about in the videos. In future, you will get the links as we go along. Um, I'm gonna let the music speak for itself, and then we'll hear how you comment on this guy. He also collaborated with a group called Fra Fra group, and I have a CD of where he collaborated with the group. Uh, I will have to check for it, and then it's a beautiful CD there where he improvises beautifully there. So I would really. There's another one that I'm looking for from him. It's called Vuka. He recorded it in 1989. I'm still looking around for it. Like I say, his albums are very very rare to find. So whenever you get one, it's just lucky. It's a gem. It's a gemstone wherever they are lying. But I'm 1% that these albums, they find their ways to me. I don't go after them; they find their ways to come to me. So I'm gonna let the music to speak for itself, and then you can take it from there. That was a beautiful song called Umdra. Guys, that's the first track from side one. Beautiful, beautiful song. Beautiful album all round. There's no track to skip on this album. Thank you guys for watching this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the videos, and also comment. Thank you guys. See you on the next one. Cheers.